Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the vlog with no name. Maybe it has a name by now. I am just taking Reagan to school, and then I am gonna go to Powerhouse and hit chest and shoulders. We are back on a regular split. I told Ruben, I said, I'm gonna clean up my diet this week. And I will send check-ins on Friday because I didn't send check-ins last Friday. If you watched my last YouTube video, I literally forgot. Like, I just was so out of bodybuilding that I just got in the car. I was like, oh wait, it's Friday. My heels are still in my heels are still in my car. And my posing suit is still in my duffel bag in my room. Normally that stuff I keep literally in the garage, and I just go downstairs, put it on, take my check-ins. Anywho, I told him I'd send a check-in this week, so I got to clean it up. I started working on my new skills. Let's see. Okay, so Legion was last weekend, and I didn't talk about it. I only talked about how I felt after watching that podcast. So after Legion, I got super.
Mommy, I see the go-kart.
You do? You see the go-karts?
Yeah.
That looks cool, huh? After Legion, I was pumped up. I was like, I'm gonna go to Chattanooga, even though I'm not going to Chattanooga. I will not be at Chattanooga. Chattanooga, it's a show that I could win, but realistically, Amy Hamilton's going to be there. So I'm not going to come close to her in physique. She has a very strong routine. I mean, I haven't seen her routine yet. I'll see it at the Olympia, but in my mind, in my opinion, Amy Hamilton is the favorite for that show. I know Kristen Pope will be there, which obviously I've beaten her. She's beaten me. I assume by then her physique will be, her physique will be tighter by then. And she has more muscle than me. So even though I beat her in physique at Titans, I don't anticipate that I would be able to beat her again at Chattanooga. And her routine is good. I don't know what happened between Titans and Legion. It was only 1 week because I watched her at Titans and I watched her routine at Titans, and I was like, it was good. It was fine, but I wasn't like, oh wow, that was a really good routine. It was fine. It was fine. At Legion, I was like, I told Allison, I said, she might beat you. I'm sorry. I said, she might beat you. She didn't, but it was a step up. So I'm just with Amy there, with Pope there with a good routine and a tighter physique, and who knows who else, maybe Michelle Gales, even though I do think that, I don't think that just because Michelle beat me once, it's the deal is sealed. But again, you have these Olympians.
No, I want to go.
Reagan, we're going to school. You have these Olympians who will be coming off of the Olympia, so they will be in their best shape. Their routines will be dialed in, and so I'm just I'm just not doing it. It sounds fun to it's just like gambling. It feels like gambling. Okay, on the next one I'm gonna hit big. Okay, on the next one I'm gonna hit big. Okay, on the next one I'm gonna hit big. But then next thing you know, you've lost your house and your job and your family. That's how I feel. If I just keep trying to push for the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one without getting better, at some point I'm gonna start deteriorating. So far I've gotten better and better and better and better, but until I get more muscle, my physique at some point is gonna start going down. I think my routine is good, but I just need more time. So anyway, all that to say, I will not be doing Chattanooga, but after Legion, I was really feeling oh, I want to get back on stage one more time. But I don't actually want to get back on stage one more time. Not yet. But I am really excited because I'm working on a couple of new skills. I'm starting to feel a little bit normal again. I got salmon. I'm just eating things. Listen, salmon and a salad bag. Ugh. With that crispy air fried skin, oh my gosh. I will never prep again if I could eat that every single day for the rest of my life. And that's what I've been eating. So, again, I mentioned it before, yes, I am eating a lot of treats. I mean, cookies, I ate pizza, I'm eating all the treats. But in general, my diet, I'm making sure I'm having some, I'm hitting my protein goals and all that stuff. I have water. Who is she? Don't know who that is. So that is a large area of improvement for me for this season. But anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to debrief how I felt after Legion. You watch these shows and you get the itch again, but the itch is not real. It's just beta alanine. So we move past it. We get better because once, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And I told this to Ruben, and then it's funny because Aurelia said it to me. unprompted. Well, not unprompted, but I mean, like, we weren't having this conversation, and she said it like she just was saying it about me getting better. But I literally said the same exact thing to Ruben. I said, once my back comes up, it's over for these people. I said, once we get the muscularity in the upper body, I'm going to be causing problems for people. Like, I feel like that's the same with Allison. As soon as Allison got her conditioning in check, because that was her big thing, right? Like, Allison obviously is the shape queen. Her waist is non-existent. Her routines are good. And I'm like, oh, once Allison can bring like a good level of conditioning, then she's going to be problematic for people. And she's starting to bring it. She brought it at Adela, was stunning. I told y'all, like, that Allison's look at Adela for me is like the perfect look. She came in even tighter for Legion. Obviously she'll be even tighter for the Olympia, but I think even like a year from now, like, I don't know. And I know y'all are like, Andrea, please get off of Allison's nuts, but like I just got to be honest about, just like, all I'm saying is that, like, there are certain people that I think just have it. And for me, it's like Allison has it. And I'm going to be very frank. I think that once I can get my size, my muscularity up to standard, I think that I have it. I think there's a few people, I'm not going to go down the whole list. But it's just a matter of doing it. And for me, I can't do that on stage. I have to spend some off season building that, right? Like, if they tell you just to come in tighter, like, you can do that by competing. You just stay on your diet. But, you know, that was Kristen Polk's. Like, hey, come in a little bit tighter, fix your posing. She can do that in 4 weeks. I can't build a bigger back in 4 weeks. So, anywho, I realized when I was watching my other video back, I say anywho so much because I start talking about something and then I get sidetracked and I say anywho to, like, reel it back to the point. So, anyway, we're at school, but school doesn't start for like 25 more minutes. I was gonna go to Target first, but I can't bring Reagan inside of these stores. It's exhausting, and I want her to have a good day at school, and she's not gonna have a good day at school if I'm like yelling at her in Target because she's not following directions, or if she's melting down because she asked me to buy her a toy and I didn't buy it. So we're gonna be sitting outside of the school for the next 25 minutes while I get some work done. Oh yeah. We might go to Starbucks while we wait because we literally have 25 minutes. So I'm just going to go back to what I was doing, which is working and watching YouTube and texting my friends. So I didn't tell y'all because I only worked out like once at Powerhouse in the last week. This is my second time here. So I haven't seen my headphones, my earbuds, since the show. Like, I remember grabbing them after the show because I like just put them down after I performed. I remember grabbing them, but I either put them back down somewhere or something. Like, they're not in any of my bags. They're not in my car. Like, they're probably still at the hotel. Anyway, I don't have earbuds. So, last time I came to Powerhouse, I was just listening to whatever they played. I'm here again. Obviously, no earbuds. There's no music. The only sounds is the sounds of the gym. I'm like, come on, y'all. Like, I'm willing to listen to whatever playlist you got, but at least put on a playlist. There's no music. I don't know. I'm going to finish this bench press set, and I'm probably going to go up and be like, are you guys going to turn on any music? I don't have any earbuds today. The people in the gym probably don't notice because everybody has on headphones and earbuds. I think I'm the only person here waiting for them to press play on something. So I just went up to the desk. I said, I might be the only person in the gym that has no headphones in. Is there going to be music on anytime soon? And he's like, oh, I just noticed there's no music. I said, yeah, it's been dead silent for the last 20 minutes. So I think he's going to turn on some music. We got music, y'all. I'm on my last 2 exercises. It's okay. I can't believe nobody else noticed. Like, I mean, obviously everybody in here has headphones in, but none of the employees notice, like, they can hear people breathing. Maybe it's just because I'm sensitive to noises around me. So I was like, what's going on around here? Also, I want to make it abundantly clear that Reagan does not want to walk. She wants me to walk. She said, ma'am, can you bring the stroller instead of the car? Oh, so you're going to ride either way. You just want me to do the manual labor. Anyway, clearly I'm doing it anyway. All right. I got the girl in the stroller.
Mommy, now can we go to Target?
She has to go to Target. All right, y'all, it's Tuesday, October 1st. You know what that is? It's two things. The first thing is, it's technically our move-in day. So I told y'all we were moving. The apartment's literally across the street, catty corner from where we live right now at my mom's. But it's also Arnold application opening day. I started my application. I filled out all the forms. I've uploaded my photos. However, I texted Becca Sizemore because I needed help with something. I'm going to text somebody else too because she hasn't responded to me yet. There's a part for you to upload a document, but it doesn't say what for. So I said, like, am I supposed to, is this like a cover letter? Is this like me explaining my career? Like, what am I supposed to upload here? Because I have applied for the Arnold once, like a couple of years ago. But I didn't upload I didn't put anything in that part. But now I like really want to get selected. So I'm like, listen, do I need to put a whole resume there? Because I will. Do I need to put a sob story? Like, what do I need to put there to make sure that these people pick me? Okay. Just got some mail. Let's see if I can prop this up a little bit better. Okay. Okay, Reagan. Just got some in the mail. Ordered from Etsy. This is for the Olympia. So much nice. Reagan. This is my Saturday morning shirt for the Olympia. Amazing. It's a large, so it's oversized, and wear it when I will. This is so fire. I love this. I probably should. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, October 2nd. So I am obviously headed to train. I just trained the 2 camps. I normally would stay because it's core and conditioning. Like, whenever Wednesday is a cardio day, I would normally stay and take the 8:30 a.m. boot camp. But today is like walk to school day or something. I don't know. I mean, not like Reagan has to walk to school. But let me tell you, with the way this temperature has been acting the last few days, I'd rather walk her to school than from school. It was 104 degrees yesterday. Like, I would rather walk at 10 o'clock in the morning than at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Anywho, that has nothing to do with anything other than if I stay for boot camp, I won't necessarily have enough time to go home and get her ready and then also walk to school. I mean, I might, but I just don't like coming home and rushing Reagan. And I think that I've said that before. Like, it just doesn't make for a good morning for anyone if we're on a time crunch. So I'd rather come home and casually wake her up. And if she wants to take 20 minutes to get up out of bed, then she can. Instead of me being like, okay, Reagan, wake up. Reagan, wake up. Okay, and you should go brush your teeth. Like, and in my mind, I'm thinking, lady, we got 30 minutes. Like, you need to get up. You need to brush your teeth. You need to eat, which is going to take another 20 minutes. Like, anyway, that entire story to say, I'm not taking boot camp today. The core days aren't really, I mean, I don't like the core days anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, Arnold applications opened yesterday. I wonder if anybody filled it out yet. I started. I've only applied for the Arnold once before, and I definitely did not do this one. So I've applied for the Arnold once for myself, and then I filled it out for Ruben before. And in neither application did I do this part. So it asks you, your normal information, name, division, like whatever. Then they ask you for your most recent top placings, I think is what it says, from your show history, right? So you put in all the shows. It's like for the last year. So I put on there, it's so funny because it's like 2024 Chinese Grand Prix, 2nd place. 2024 Arizona Pro, 2nd place. 2024 Vancouver Pro, 2nd place. 2023 Ben Wader Naturals, 2nd place. Like, damn! So many 2nd places. Anyway, that's not even part of the story. That, and then there's athlete uploads. So they want you to upload 3 stage shots, or they don't say stage shots, but they're like 3 photos, which I put stage shots. Like, why am I going to put a selfie of myself at the gym? And I don't do photo shoots, so I didn't put a photo shoot photo. And then it's like PDF or doc file. And I've never uploaded anything for the PDF or doc file. So that's what I was doing last night in bed, and then I fell asleep. So I have to like read over it today to see if it sounds the way that I want it to sound. I don't know. I was like half asleep when I was doing it last night. But once I do that, then I'm submitting it. Applications closed December 1st. Last year they announced it the first week of January, so that's like 8 weeks out. So, I mean, I'm gonna prep as if I'm getting accepted, because you just don't have time to wait to find out if you're on the list or not. So yeah, anyway, that's that. I am checking in on Friday, and I'm gonna look terrible because I'm like only having one treat a day, but my treats are like big. It's not like, oh, I'm only having one treat a day, I'm gonna have this little cake pop from Starbucks. It's like, oh, I'm only having one treat a day, so I'm ordering Pizza Hut for dinner, and I'm gonna have a whole personal pan pizza and 3 slices of garlic cheesy bread. Even though I had like salmon and a salad bag for lunch and egg whites for breakfast. It's out of control. The reality is I need to get back on a meal plan that just has enough calories to make me not want to eat a bunch of other stuff, or I need to get on macros. I just hate macros. Macros are such a drag. Honestly, okay, and this is the last thing because I want to drink my ginger ale in peace. Honestly, I don't know how people do prep on macros. I know a lot of people swear by it. But the way that I'm set up, ain't no way. Here's the thing. I do not want to be, and this is why, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people who do great on macros, like, but in my experience as an athlete, when I started following the actual meal plan, granted, when I wasn't following the actual meal plan, I probably was also going over my macros, but I was like making swaps, right? When I started following the meal plan, my body came in. I would be amazed if anyone in the top 5 in any Olympia division is on macros. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Macros, maybe at whatever level that people are at, are fine and better. But I don't think the top physiques are like, well, this Pizookie cookie cake fits in my macros because I get carbs in it. No, it doesn't. Anyway, all that to say is I just think macros are a drag. Like having to calculate your own foods, absolutely not. No. So anyway, all that to say is I do need to be on something, because the intuitive eating, my intuition is saying, forget all these diets, forget the Arnold, forget everything. My intuition can't be trusted. So I can't be doing intuitive eating anymore. I think I'm going to do macros. I don't want to do it, but y'all, I have to be better at the Arnold, so I have to move on. Because I already saw what 4 weeks of a perfect prep did for my physique. So I'm like, Andrea, what can, I don't know, 10 weeks of a near perfect, I'm not going to say perfect, of a near perfect improvement season, and then 12 weeks of a perfect prep, what can you look like on that Arnold stage? But I have to remember that every single day. Otherwise, I'm going to, when they put my name on that list, I'm going to be shocked and appalled that my body looks the way that it did like 6 months out. I cannot have that, y'all. I have got to keep the waistline tight during this improvement season. So anyway, that's it. I gotta drink my ginger ale. Okay, y'all, we're walking to school today. I got 22 minutes to get there. Google Maps says it's gonna take 27, which means Reagan would be late for school. But I believe that I can make it happen, but I'm gonna have to hustle. So I'll let y'all know what time we get there.
Guess what?
All right, 16 minutes later, we're at school, but we're not at the gate. And now Reagan has decided she wanted to walk, so we're walking the rest of the way at like a snail's pace.
We're walking home.
However, the bell doesn't ring for another 6 minutes.
We're walking back home, and we're walking back. We're
Okay.
walking to school.
The bell rings in 6 minutes, and we're like, I mean, even at Reagan's pace, we're a 2-minute walk away. So, all that to say, sorry, I don't have enough hands to hold the umbrella and the phone, and make sure, you want to hold the umbrella? And make sure that Reagan doesn't go running out into the street. Anyway, made it. That was some good little cardio, because I did jog about a third of it.
I can't put it. We can both.
I'm gonna walk back though.
Wait, you can hold the umbrella. Push, go.
Okay, that's it. Update exactly 20 minutes. Door to door. Alright, y'all, we are in the U-Haul. It's Wednesday afternoon, literally just dropping furniture off at the apartment, and then I have to go back to train tonight. I can't believe I have to go back to work. This has been the longest day of my life. But we're out here. We are out here. I still didn't submit my Arnold application because I just haven't had a chance to look at it, like, again, my little essay thing. But I'll do that. I don't know. I'll do it when I do it. Until then, I'm just working on some skills. Not working out today. However, moving all this stuff made me feel like I was working out. I got a pump from it, so we'll count it. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday. When was the last time I picked up the camera? I don't know. Y'all will see it in the last clip, but it's been a while since I filmed. And I was editing this video last night. It's like 20 minutes. Y'all, I just don't think that non-prep vlogging is for me. I just don't think it's for me. Or maybe it's just because I'm busy. Oh, this is only a right turn. Sorry, anyway. Maybe it's just because I'm busy. We're not trying to move. Like, we moved, but we still have a bunch of stuff at my mom's house. Like, I've had a few things going on at work. Like, maybe it's just a phase of life that I really just am not prioritizing vlogging. But I'm just like, this thing is 20 minutes. Like, during prep, my vlogs are 2 hours long. So anyway, I am headed to the store. It's Sunday morning. I just made coffee, but it was just like a regular coffee with, what's that milk? Fairlife? With Fairlife, like fat-free Fairlife milk. I have no protein shakes at the house, so I'm gonna go get protein shakes. Our ice maker, we haven't turned it on yet because I wanted to clean out like the inside of it because I don't like, there's dust, like I don't, so anyway, we don't have ice. So I'm going to get a bag of ice. I'm going to get protein shakes. Like, just, again, things that we had at my mom's house, just like at our disposal, that we don't have at the apartment. That's like the worst thing about moving, is like not the moving of it's not the big stuff. It's all like the little things. Like Ruben's like, oh, we don't have cinnamon. I'm like, I actually do think that one of the cinnamons at my mom's house is like purchased by us, is ours, but we didn't grab it last night. We had to get salt and pepper. We had just stuff. Toilet paper. I took a roll of toilet paper from my mom's house before we bought some. Like, we don't have a trash can. Like, it is a mess. Anywho, I started a diet yesterday. Not really a diet, just like I started eating like a reasonable human being, and I lost 2 pounds. Amazing. So I'm back in the 130s. I'm 139. We leave for the Olympia on Wednesday. So hopefully by Wednesday, like, I will be, I don't know, I would love to be 136 by Wednesday, and then like ride that throughout the Olympia and whatever. So I'm gonna run into the store, and then when I get back in here, we got some other stuff to talk about. Okay, so I never even talked about what I said I was gonna talk about, right? I was like, oh, there's something else to talk about after this, and then now it's been a whole day. Now, I will say, I did talk about this on the SWV Live. If you caught that. If you didn't catch it, I'm going to give you the very short version of it, because it's something that I feel pretty passionately about, enough to speak on my vlog. But if you missed the whole conversation on the live, then you missed the whole conversation. So basically, this is a recap of the recap. So I already recapped Titans, how it went for me. Oh my gosh, I have a suitcase in my passenger seat, and it's like super heavy, and my seatbelt thing is going off because the passenger seatbelt's not on, and it thinks there's a person there. And so you might hear some beeping soon, so sorry. The recap to the recap. I explained, my show, how I felt, what I was looking like, what I was feeling like, blah, 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 blah. Well, of course, I'm not the only person. Oh my gosh. Of course, I'm not the only person in the show. So multiple other show day vlogs have come out. And I just want to say, because I'm sure some of you watch multiple YouTube videos and you've seen this from multiple vantage points, nobody was robbed and the judging was fair. Okay? Bodybuilding is subjective, so there is room for opinion, right? And I mentioned this in my wrap-up. I said, there's muscularity, conditioning, shape, blah, blah, blah. Turns out Tamer is a shape guy, which is why Taylor and I were the top two. If he were a muscularity guy or a conditioning guy, then maybe it would have been Jenny or Karina. But he's a shape guy. So it was me and Taylor. Now, pretty much the whole lineup, besides the bottom three, I would say, had two of the three. Muscularity and conditioning, muscularity and shape, conditioning and shape, whatever. I would say the bottom three had one of the three. Only conditioning, only muscularity. No one in the bottom three, in my opinion, had shape, which is why at Tamer's show, they were in the bottom three, okay? So let's start there. It was fair. Out of the bottom two, there was no conditioning. Now, photos look like photos, and that is amazing, but y'all, I was there at the show. The judging was fair. Again, there is room for, where am I going? Sorry, I'm just driving, like by default, I don't even know where I'm going. There is room for opinion, which is why, like I said, I personally, if I were the judge, if I were looking at the lineup, I would have put myself in first. However, I'm not going to come in here and say it was unfair, because I can see an argument for why Taylor got first. I could see an argument if Jenny got first, even though if I personally were looking at the lineup, I would have said, I think I should have been first. That doesn't mean if Jenny got first, I'm going to say it was unfair, right? Every single judge has a criteria, but they also get to have their opinion of what that criteria looks like and what looks the best on each person, right? So that's that. Routines, again, completely subjective. And guys, as competition seasons go on, people start to look better. So just because you do better at a next show doesn't mean that, oh, well, see, those last judges were wrong. Well, no, maybe you just look better this time. Maybe you've been on your diet for a little bit longer. Maybe you made improvements here. Or maybe it's just a different lineup. If I go to the Olympia and get last place, and then I go to the next show and there's 4 girls in the lineup and they're all in their pro debut and I win, I don't say, oh, see, the judging at the Olympia was unfair. Thank you for ensuring fair judging at this other show. No, it's been fair the whole time. So I just want to address that. Like, the judging was fair. Y'all know me. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to shit on people, because I don't think that that's necessary. I'm not going to allow you, my following, to shit on people, because I think there's zero integrity in that. I'm going to be honest about the way that I came in and how I believe if this was my best, or if this wasn't my best, or if I could have been better, or if, you know what, I feel like I maxed out my physique. I've said all of those things on this vlog. Remember, this is going to be the short version. It's been 5 minutes. I've said all of those things on this vlog. This is the best I've ever looked. I don't know. I feel like I've looked better, right? That was my Ben Weider vlog the whole time. I sabotaged myself. I did not look good at this show. And then, obviously Titans, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the best I've ever looked. I didn't even know I could look like this. I've maxed out. This is absolutely the best that my physique can look. And then I just want to add, because I left the whole routine component out of it, this is what a lot of people still don't get and understand about the fitness division, is our rankings are driven by routine. No matter what anybody else wants to think about, well, you look better and you should have won because she doesn't even look like a bodybuilder. That's what people always say about Taylor. She doesn't even look like a bodybuilder. It doesn't matter. In fitness, 2/3 is routine. And when every single Olympia judge is saying that Taylor has one of the best routines and some of the best skills they've ever seen in our division, and Becky Clausen told me that I have one of the best routines on stage today, yes, that's going to drive rankings. So it's not unfair when you look at someone who maybe you think has a strong physique. And again, the jury is still out on what's considered a strong physique, because the person saying that they were robbed has muscularity. She doesn't have a great shape, and she was not in good conditioning. You can do a side by side and see what good conditioning looks like on her and what she looked like at Titans.
Mommy.
So all that to say is, people can say, oh, you look the best, you should have won. No. Rankings are driven by routines. Rankings are driven by routines. So you always have to start with the routine. And then, even though prejudging the physique happens first, I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back, for the people in the cheap seats, rankings are driven by routines. Reagan, it's enough. So whatever the routine rankings are, that is where you start. And then the physique may or may not impact. Anyway, back to the show. So anyway, like I said, for those of you who watch multiple competitors' vlogs and you're getting different vantage points, like, I will say, just keep in mind, Reagan, hold on. Just keep in mind, I want you to listen to how all of us speak about this sport and speak about other competitors and speak about the judging and speak about ourselves. You can have confidence without again, tearing down other competitors. You can disagree with judges without tearing down other competitors. You can do all of this stuff without directly or indirectly tearing down other competitors. And one thing that you're not going to get on my page is tearing down other competitors. Okay, so Reagan, we're not there. So anyway, we're going to put a bow on this vlog.
Mommy, can we go to the park?
I think not yet, not tonight, Reagan. I don't know that this is going to be a series. I mentioned on the SWV Live that, Reagan, do you hear me talking? I don't know what this series is going to turn into. I like watching non-prep vlogs, and I know that people say like, yeah, we love your non-prep vlogs, but I just also don't feel like I'm adding value. And I know Aurelia just mentioned that, well, not just that, the vlog that I watched today is like 2 weeks old, but she did mention like, I want to add value, and I don't want to just be someone who's just here to be here. Like, I do want to be adding value, whether that's, again, education on my division or bodybuilding in general, or entertainment, which I guess if y'all say it's entertaining, it's entertaining. But I got to figure out like what my non-prep vibe is for this vlog. So there may be more, there may not be more. I might actually pull the trigger on my like shorter form, like motivation mindset videos, because that really is me in my bag. But I don't know, we're gonna find out. I am picking up a mirror that I got on a buy nothing group, because we're about to have a whole posing room in our garage. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Let me know in the comments if there's stuff that you want to see that you're like, no, Andrea, this is the stuff we want to see, except for workout videos, because I'm not going to post any.